Part 7 of the Stein Gate event. Oh man, we did go throughout quite big stuff here. And it started quite easy, then we got attacked by Anthropics. And then we are in a war line where Kurisus and Marcus's lives are in danger and trying to break through. And looks like correcting our previous emails. Quite similar to the anime, but who knows what it will be resolved. And yeah, let's see what happened in this word line. Trustword asynchronous phenomena. A comrade is one who faces danger with you. A friend that you can trust your back to. It even rhymed. We are battling, by the way, throughout the fronts with Max and Kurisu, who did breaks through the, not breaks through, but escape the Oasis watch and know they're with us in danger. So this is what the battlefield is like. It's way more gruesome than anything I have seen before, but I need to keep Kurisu and Mayuri safe from those monsters, no matter how the cost is. Kurisu, Maxa, mind your surroundings. It's too dangerous up ahead. So get behind me and watch as I fight. One message after another keeps coming in, each of them telling me a friend has fallen. No, I can't let myself waver here. I have come this far. I need to see who is truly behind this and defeat him once for all. No need to worry about me. I'm a mad scientist who can do anything. We'll fight to the bitter end. How long has it been already? I can't let them see me tired. Therefore, I need to keep hanging in there. Most of the entropics have been destroyed. Once we break their final lines, we will be able to see their leader. Although I feel like I'm about to collapse, when I think about all the people we have lost, as long as I keep the anger burning in me, I can fight to the end. The sight and sound of a pitched battle are scarier than anything I have seen before. Behind the pall of black smoke, hanging in the air, the heavens, dyed red by the fires of war, appear blurred and sinister. Tentacles and guns do their deadly work on the scorched earth that extends into the distance. We turn out fury into a blade which we stepped into the monsters, using it to clear a path forward for us with the last of our strength. Our footsteps grow heavier as we carry on, and the stench of blood fills the air. Hands reach out from the rubble, clawing at the sky and at their salvation. But by the time we moved the huge rocks, pinning them aside, all we find are corpses. Say, Okabe, how long have been we fighting? I don't know. I stopped sensing the flow of time long ago. What about Andine and the others? Think. They were badly hurt and were sent back to the medical department. As the battle drags on, their familiar faces helping us vanished one after another. Mayuri looks like she wants to say something, but in the end, she swallows her words. At some point, the three of us stop talking to each other in favor of fighting battle after battle along with the professor's forces. I hear reports about the battle from time to time. Although my comrade smiles and tells us not to worry, The ever-increasing number of casualties and the growing anxiety of the reports attest to the severity of the situation. Chris and I silently agreed not to ask any more questions about this. Right now, all we can do is lighten the burden this battle is placing on my comrade. Entropy's headed your way. 2 o'clock. Alright then. Leave it to me. And with that, we have reached the final defensive line. Judging from the position of the high energy irregular data entity we detected just now, the entropic leader should be just up ahead. My command does not seem the least bit delighted about this. After the long, grueling battle, what remains of my consciousness has been slowly taken up by fatigue. The leader of the entropic horde is right in front of you. We paid a painful price to get here, but now victory is at hand. Everyone take a break and get ready for the upcoming battle. Okabe, are you overexerting yourself? You could have let me handle that entropics just now. I don't answer her right away, instead waving my hand as I relocate my remain operants. I have retained my battle experience after shifting from one word line to another. Currently, I'm as familiar with manipulating this power as Kurisu is. However, my mental fatigue does not disappear between shifts. I blink, and the sight of Kurisu's dying appears in front of me once again. Okabe? I'm fine. I told you I will protect the two of you, right? Okabe, you? I avoid Kurisu's gaze. Kurisu's instincts are far nearer than Mayuri's. Since I can't keep them off the battlefield, all I can do is protect them with all my might. For that reason, I can't do anything which might make them hesitate or feel worried. Please, my dear Christina, I, Hein Kiyama, am not yet fragile enough to need you to worry about me. Oh, Karin? It is your turn now. It's au naturel. Like I said just now, I, Hein Kiyama. Don't push yourself too hard, okay? This childhood friend of mine, whom I have known for over 10 years, sees through my facade in an instant. However, Mayuri does not comment on the matter. Instead, she removes Kurisu's hand from my shoulder to let me rest. Oh my god. After hesitating for a while, I hear over to my comrade's sides. Team 3 and Team 5, deploy as such. As it is for you, Okabe, you have been working hard all this time. My comrade, I have something that I need to discuss with you. Am I interrupting anything? Nope, I was just finishing our tactical deployments. As it happens, I wanted to ask you about the enemy's leader too. Do you remember anything about him? That's last tragic scene of Mayuri's appeared in my mind again. It hits me hard, so hard that my anger, frustration blanked out pretty much All the details I saw. I know it must be a painful memory. Never mind then. You don't need to force yourself to recall it. No matter what, we will beat him this time. It's alright, my comrade. I remember a few things. He was humanoid, but on the small side. He was wearing a hood, so I couldn't see his face. All the humanoid entropics we have encountered so far tend to be elite units, who are far more powerful than normal. Looks like our opponent will be a tricky one. Still, there's no need to worry, Okabe. Thank you for sharing this information with me. Was there anything else you wanted to say to me? While I was reluctant to ask, please, aside me to wipe out the entropic leader, my comrade, I need to see who he is. I need to know who is the one that's been killing Kurisu over and over again. The one who murdered Mayuri in such a horrible way. I feel my clenched fist trembling. The rage coursing throughout me is so intense that if I were to see him, I would tear him apart. Being constantly overshadowed by him, I will make him pay. I understand how you feel, but are you sure you are up for this? I'm alright, my comrade. I know how important this battle is. I won't over-exceed myself. Just trust me, please. My comrade fell silent for a while, and then they pat me on the shoulder. Alright, I will be there with you. Thank you, my comrade. Also, I have a request. Please keep Mayuri and Kurisu far from the battlefield, no matter what you have to do. I understand. Distorted images, failure, judgment. Shatter their shroud of illusions and reveal the truth hidden behind it. By the way, we get a very cute sticker here. Genius, science girl. I'm Kurisu Makise. It's good to meet you. Also, let me get this out of the way first. I'm not assistant girl or Christina, if you call me that. I will stick electrical probes into your hippocampus. I have managed to last this long thanks to my comrades. This time I will make sure I will put an end to this. Those monsters don't face me. That's right. I have seen too many scenes like this already. I have to find the mastermind and make him pay. The entropic leader is just up ahead. For Kurisu and Makise of the past, and for everyone who has lost their lives, we must see his true face and crush him once and for all. The team is ready and the leader is just ahead. Okabe, are you ready? Yes. Oh, and thank you for your help, my comrade. If you had not convinced them, I'm pretty sure the assistant and Mayuri would have found some way to follow us. Given their personalities, that's definitely a possibility. Still, you must have your reasons for insisting that they not come along, right, Okabe? My guilt keeps me from speaking. I have never told the professor about Kurisu. I'm not to get them involved in all of this. However, for traveling so many world lines, I have realized that there's no way I can save her by myself. Once this battle is over, I think I will sit down and have a chat with my comrade. My comrade, It is a familiar sound of footsteps. An icy cold grip suddenly tightens around my heart. I instinctively glaze toward the corner where I see the danger coming from. Once again, the one who took Mayuri's life appears before me. So you are here at last. Like before, he remains shrouded by that thick purple fog as he directs his mocking laugh at me. The anger, the hatred from the previous word lines is still burning in my chest. It's right. He must be the one behind all of this. I will never forgive him. What does he done? I like, actually, to be honest, who is this? This like maybe someone that we will meet in the next chapters? Some foreshadowing for next stories? Because of you, Mayuri! Mayuri! This is the first time I hear him speak. His voice is nauseating to you, garbled. Oh, it's Mayuri! Once again, he asks a question, and then he seems to have remembered something, because he answers his own question. I remember now. Is she the girl with the long hair? Or the one in the blue dress? They are both rarities, and because they are rare, that makes them valuable. Because they are humans. And once again, Entropics, which are still under command of Oisphorus and Maika, the Entropics head, they are after humans and, well, do not like them. However, this only needs to be one who is most valuable in the end. The rest can all be killed. Damn you! What the hell are you talking about? I suddenly remember Mayuri's last words. Run away, run away, run away. No conscious thoughts went into forming those words. She's moving them out of the pure instinct. A surge of endless bloodlust fills my mind, dyeing my sanity jet black. You son of a... I will kill you! Ah, such passion is truly rare. That's good. You are very valuable. Faced with my all-out attack, my opponent does not dodge. Merely snaps his finger quietly. Kaboom! Purple radicate suddenly grows beneath a nearby ruined building, and as the purple light thinner, the entire building explodes. The shockwaves and scattered chunks of bricks rush at me. I instinctively come to a halt, protecting my vitals. Come, my beloved friend. It's a seat of interposition. Everyone, get away from there. Okabe, come back, quick! Okay! The agents near the buildings are already showing signs of interposition. Medics, get them out of here. Everyone, make sure you have got your entropic suppression on. Mind the risk of infection from the seeds of interposition. Seeds of interposition, those are... They are a special means of inflicting interposition. They can be implanted in the coat of agents or other things. They are very volatile, and if they are subject to external influence of any kind, they put down roots and entropize everything around them. Entropization. I search for the source of dust, and my gaze lands on the stretch of rubble. What on earth? Wakabe, look out! The rubble before me glows with purple light, and as I reach out to shield my eyes, an intense explosion suddenly engulfs me. See now. The second explosion and Kuriso's interposition was not an accident. Rather, it was because of the seed of interposition hidden within the rubble. It's all because of this dark figure in front of me. At this point, I feel my knuckles clench even harder. It is very likely that the source of the oasis interposition is the seed of interposition before us. Wakabe, put your suppressor on. Let you get injected. Understood. The enemy leader's form is indistinct, shrouded, as he is by purple smoke. Come, prove your worth to me. Holy. Who is this guy? I think it will be... I really think it's like foreshadowing for the next chapter. Can we see? Okay, he doesn't have the... Because who is really underneath this mysterious mask? Yeah, he doesn't seem... have like this base model. Okay, let's let this fight there. Activate Nashtisha and then nuke with Lind a healer out. And then we can perform with Helix. Or second nuke. Can someone kill the healer here in auto? Thank you. Okay, all healers done. Oh. The battle is far more intense than anything I have ever experienced. Both we and the enemy know that this is the one that will decide everything. At the command of their leader, the remaining entropics throw themselves at us in a suicidal charge. Ah, what a pain! Who would have thought the last few would be so annoying? The opposition is clearly wary of us. We can't seem to do any meaningful damage to their leader, no matter how we attack. As I see the gap we fought so hard to narrow begins to widen again, a thrill of anxiety courses throughout my heart. Damn it! Wakabe, control yourself! Conserve your opponents. You are our last hope right now. Comrade, you... I sense something off about their words, but my comrade doesn't say anything, only pats my shoulder in response. Team A, Team B, join attack. Give Wakabe room to strike. In response to my comrade's order, two teams of agents step up swiftly and lay down a wall of suppressive fire, forcing back the entropics advancing on us. Ash. At last, the final entropics goes down onto the barrage, leaving the leader alone on the enemy side of the battlefield. Wakabe, no! As the professor gives their command, I roll out from behind a piece of cover and fire off an attack. This is the end for you. The enemy has his defenses up and easily deflects my shots. You call that the end of me? You are underestimating me a little too much. Ah, damn it, it didn't work. Was that what you expected me to say? My comrade! Brilliantly done, Okabe. Everyone, attack! Professor saving the day! Just as the dark figure freezes up for a moment, an intense hail of bullets crashes down on him instantly, shattering his mask. At last, we will know his real identity. We will know who exactly is the mastermind behind all of this. It's... Oh... It's definitely a fox girl. So it is one of the... It's probably... Oh, how do I call the act? It's where we meet Eos act. One of the... Trading girls, probably? Sorry, I'm sorry! However, as the purple smoke clears, what remains is a sniffing, petty girl. Whether it's her body, her face, or her voice, they all indicate that she's an innocent girl. Rico? I suck in a cold breath upon hearing the professor speak. Entropic Rico? Stop hitting Rico, stop hitting Rico! Rico is innocent! This is Rico? What happened? Rico just wanted to prove Rico's worth. See? Rico brought the best goods to the oasis. I'm sorry, Professor. Please spare me. Oh my god, I'm worried about Rico now. I know we are like in an alternative timeline, but if this is foreshadowing, will this happen to our Rico too? Rico's begging takes everyone around her aback. Taylor! And the professor shouts, all of the surrounding gun barrels point at this frail-looking girl once more. Maybe it's not Rico, maybe it's some imposter. Rico, you have been completely taken by the entropy. Rico? I repeat the name that the professor said. No. Where have I heard it before? She's the trader who was supposed to deliver supplies? Rico, that's another new name. She is currently trader. Simply put, Rico's job is to travel from sector to sector and move supplies between them. Oh, I see, so she's like a merchant in a game or something. What is here to worry when the Rico is on the job? Rico stands for reliable. Reliable Rico, and this is she. Oh my god, she looks so different. Also, this shipment is full of good stuff. I ask for the other traders to help bring it for me. Satisfaction guarantee. The image of the girl in my memory superimposed over the one before me. Nichan, do you know Rico? If you let Rico go, Rico will bring you the best stuff, so please, Nichan. There's just no way for me to associate this foxy merchant with the idea of the last boss. However, this is not the time to hesitate. There's no doubt about that Rico was the one who killed Mayuri. In order to save Mayuri and everyone in the oasis, Rico must die? I do not agree. Don't... Sorry, my comrade. Let me take care of her. Alright, stay alert. I gather my operants into attack and aim it at the girls kneeling on the ground before me. Ah, no. Nichan, don't destroy Rico. Rico was entropized. Rico has lots of stuff. What do you want? Rico can give it to you. You want to know who is behind all of this, right? Rico will tell you. So don't kill Rico. You know who is behind all of this? My breath catches in my throat. If there's someone else still pulling the strings. That's right. She gave Rico this. The girl timidly extends a trembling fist. Show me what it is. Oh, okay. Rico's hand opens, revealing part of something. The purple veins on its surface pulse and twitch, as though they were imbued with some twisted form of life. That's... Oh no. It's a present for you! Before I can react, Rico suddenly raises her hand and the object in her hand transforms into a purple flash that jumps right at me. No. Crap, I was careless. Oh, Cabo, look out! The world slows to a crawl around me. Panicked, I try to shout a warning to the girl before me, but before I can speak, a blossom of death erupts from inside her belly. Oh my god. Kuri? So? Thanks goodness. I made it in time. Oh, this is great. This is the most worthwhile scene I have seen so far. This is wonderful. Oh! Rats instantly corrupts my mind. I fire off all my operants and Rico. By the time I come to my senses, my attack has completely disintegrated her. Kurisu! Once again, Kurisu collapsed into my arms. Even after negating 2 demons, the girl still cannot escape the shackles of destiny. I have had enough of the world's medleys. I'm sorry for Kabe. I followed you here in secret. When I saw you were in danger, my body just moved on its own. Forgive me. Don't talk, please. Comrade, get me an entropic cerebropresso. Hurry. Okabe, Kurisu already. Do it! Kabe, it's no use. The pale girl grows lighter and lighter in my arms. God damn it! Kabe. Is this the world line's convergence? Is there no other way to avoid your death? Kabe, you have done very well. You have worked so hard. So, just let it be. You don't have to push yourself anymore. How could I do something like that? Okay, as long as you remember me. You are the insane mad scientist, aren't you? Please, witness my last moments. Engrave this memory in your frontal lobe forever. And ever. This is my last request. She smiles weakly from inside my arms. Papa, I'm so happy I meet you. Bye. Still, within my embers, Carissa transforms into motes of light, which vanish into the air. This time, Carissa managed to pass her last words on to me, but she will never be able to hear my answer. Looks like we are back at the lab. Probably, again, to fix our mistakes. At the Future Gadget Lab. Ocarine? Ocarine, are you okay? Ocarine locked himself up in the lab after the battle. The professor and everyone are all worried about you. I can hear the pleading note in her voice. How's the Oasis doing? We won. Thanks to the professor's leadership. We will take care of all the remaining entropics. Well, we might have won, but a lot of people who helped us died, right? I'm sorry, Ocarine. If only I had stopped Kurisu-chan back then. Even if you had stopped Kurisu back then, she would still have died at the same time for a different reason. So don't blame yourself for it anymore. The girl's eyes turned red and they brim with tears. Her voice resembles like it did in my memories, asking the question I have answered countless times. Why? Why does Ocarine know what Mayuri wanted to say? Because I saw it in a email. The conversation between us just now happened countless times already. After killing Rico, I shifted from one worldline to another, but I couldn't save Kurisu no matter where I went. Ocarine! There's so many failures. Even if I can't accept it, I'm forced to admit. John Titor was right. Attractor field theory is right. If we can't escape the attractor's field, there's no matter how I struggle, no matter where we flee, Kurisu will die. So her fate is already decided by the world. But Ocarine, won't just give up like that. Will you, Ocarine? There's gonna be a way to save Kurisu-chan. Maybe there is such a way, but I don't dare to try to find it out. How much longer will the next email let Kurisu live? Or will it result in the death of more people? If I can save Kurisu and end up being unable to keep Mayuri safe either. If there's a way to save Kurisu-chan, let's try it. Mayuri's voice is very gentle. The Ocarine that Mayushi knows would do his best, even if there was only a tiny bit of hope. Even if he keeps failing over and over again, he would not give up. Maybe he might hesitate, but he would bring everyone to a happy ending. Because Ocarine is an insane mad scientist who or in Kiyama after all. Hearing Mayuri like this makes it even harder for me to decide. But I can't make that decision. Why? To save Kurisu-chan, maybe Mayushi could help. It isn't just Kurisu that's in trouble. Huh? Then, is it Mayushi? My childhood friend's instincts are as keen as ever. Mayuri, the word line we are in right now was actually the result of the shift caused by D-mail being sent in the previous word lines. That D-mail allowed Anna to finish building the antique PC ahead of time. If we can negate the D-mail like before, we can return to the previous word line. Kurisu might still be alive in that word line, but Mayuri, you were not in that word line. Huh? My god, I literally got goosebumps from this line. Including the two people in the Future Gadgets lab, you have picked up 5 contacts in the Oasis thus far. 5 people. But there are 6 of us. Are you sure you haven't missed anyone? I will check again, just in case. But I don't think we have missed anyone. According to Akaba's description, pretty much everything else in the previous timeline happened like it did in this one. Apart from time discrepancy. That means Mayuri should have met me outside the Oasis, even if there was a 3 hours difference. So why? Ta-ta-roo! If you can't figure it out, let's forget it for now. Okay, since Mayushi is here, there's no need to worry about Mayushi. No, all we have to do is find Luka-kun and Faris-chan, and we can go back safely to Akihabara. I never met you in that word line. My comrade did not manage to find a signal either. It is as though you never existed at all, Mayuri. If that word line lies in another attractive field, then what could that attractive field converge results be? Could it? I can't bring myself to finish that sentence. So, that's what it is. Looks like Mayushi caused problems for Ocarina again. Mayushi scratches her hair and smiles awkwardly. But Mayushi thinks it will be fine. Nobody can be sure of that. You can't make such a conclusion so easily. When you think about it, saving Kurisu with a D-mail is just a hypothesis. There's no theoretical basics to prove it. If I fail, you and Kurisu will... The girl stops me from speaking, and then she squeezes my hand tightly. I'm sure it will work out. That's because Ocarina is Mayushi's altar. Mayuri. I look up at Mayuri. She has the same serene smile on her face as before. Mayushi's altar won't go dark because of a small thing like this. Altar will always shine brightly and keep Mayushi company. Mayuri is as romantic and innocent as ever. I can't help but worry if she truly understands what lies behind that choice of hair. But Mayuri, you go missing, and I can't find you no matter what. Then, what should I do? Upon hearing this, the girl looks thoughtful, and then she quickly flashes me an apologetic smile. Mayushi doesn't know how to answer that question. Mayushi remembers. Ocarina, Do you remember what happened when Maishi's Oba-chan passed away? Mayuri turns away and reaches her right hand up to the light shining down on the lap. That gesture is called Stardust Handshake, and it could not be any more familiar to me. For half a year after Oba-chan passed away, Okarin would come to the ceremony every day and call Maishi's name. At that moment, when Maishi became Okarin's hostage, Okarin, do you remember what you said back then? I look back at my memories of that day. Oh my God. It was a rainy day in the ceremony. 11-year-old Mayuri Shina was standing in front of her grandmother's grave, staring silently into the sky. No matter how many times I called her name, she didn't answer me. She simply stood there, gazing moodily skyward, as though she could see her grandmother in heaven. When I saw her like that, I became worried that she would leave this world and try to fly off towards heaven too. Mayuri? Suddenly the rain stopped. Several rays of light emerged from between the clouds. Mayuri looked at the shafts of light descending from the heavens. Then she slowly raised her hand as though she was trying to grab hold of that invincible ladder. As though she wanted her grandmother to pull her up to heaven as well. In my panic, I grabbed the hand Mayuri was reaching out and held her tightly in my arms. Now that I think about it, that was probably just a chuny fantasy of mine. But at that time, I honestly thought Mayuri would disappear. I won't let you go away! I won't let anyone take you anywhere! You are a life sacrifice for my human experience! I was so embarked back that I could only hide my embarrassment by saying even more embarrassing things. I will never let you escape. Is that so? That was the first time I hear Mayuri speak in a half of a year. So Mayuri is a hostage. Then can be helped. That was where my chuniness came from. It was a bunch of random crap I spotted to save Mayuri. It's so embarrassing when I think about it. However, those words really did end up saving Mayuri. They helped her step out of the shadows of her grandmother's death. Okarin once said, Okarin would not let Maishi go anywhere. Therefore, Maishi believes that no matter where Maishi goes, Okarin will be able to find Maishi, just like all the time before. So give it a try, Okarin. Do it for Kurisu-chan. Do it for everyone in the oasis and the lab, and send the email. Mayuri's hands are trembling from fear. After all, nobody knows what will happen after I send the email. She's not a girl genius or anything, and she doesn't have the ability to preserve her knowledge between world line shifts. Mayuri is just Mayuri, an ordinary girl you can't find anywhere. So kind that she is almost a little dumb. But even so, Mayuri does not lose her grip on my hands. Mayuri, when I send this email, you might end up in a ward line where you're all alone. Would it be okay? Even if that happened? Mayuri made up her mind to help Okabe long ago. So Ocarina, don't cry. She seems to have drove something, and then she smiles. No, that's not right. This isn't Ocarina standing here. It is the insane mad scientist who always comes to help Mayuri no matter when and where she gets in trouble. You're in Kiyama. Can't let her down. As I gaze into Mayuri's poor eyes, I make up my mind. Mayuri, are the preparations for sending a email completed? Mayuri got it all ready beforehand. Kurisu-chan taught Mayuri how to set up everything. Mayuri memorized it all. Kurisu's smug face flashed throughout my mind. What an unbelievable assistant I have. Well done, lab member number 002, Mayuri Shina. I am Kiyama. Now guarantee you that no matter what ward line you end up in, I will find you and come to your side. It is all up to you now, Ocarina. For the sake of the lab and everyone in the classes, you have to find Kurisu-chan and then find Mayuri. But of course, there's nothing I can do. After all, I am the mad scientist, Kain Kiyama. Saving everyone is just a piece of cake for me. I enter the content of the email into the phone. Given Greenhell's Lolly's personality, she will probably flare up and delete it along with the previous email. You fell for it, junk mail, dog. As I press the send button, a headache hits me again, and my vision starts to blur and distort. I hold on tightly on Mayuri's hand until the entire world vanished from sight. And there we go into the original ward line. God, we are here. Probably Makisu is alive, but Mayuri nowhere to be seen. Oh, okay. Let's go. At the Future Gadgets Lab. Okabe, are you spacing out over here by yourself? I know that voice. When I open my eyes, I see a familiar red-haired girl looking unhappy at me. Riso. Don't just call my name out of nowhere. Riso's eyebrows are unknit, and she sighs in mild expression. The Kurisu before me is definitely real, though she has a sour look on her face. This emotion is the proof that she is alive. At last I see you again. What did you just say? No, it's nothing. Much as I would like to rush up and verify the fact that she exists, the Chorizo in this word line probably doesn't know what happened before this. I force myself to calm down. In any case, quit deviling and get over to May Queen plus Nya squared. Everyone is waiting for us. May Queen plus Nyan squared? Why there? Do you have a memory problem, D. Beanpole? Didn't you just say you were going to look for clues about Miss Mayuri with Chorizo? Okabe, you suggested it yourself. Do you not remember? Mayuri? Ocarin, did not you say that you will find Mayushi, no matter where Mayushi went? So pull yourself together, Ocarin. Do it for Chorizo-chan. Do it for everyone in the oasis and the lab, and send that email. I glance at my left hand. Mayuri's tightly clenched hands are gone, left behind in the previous word line, with her smile and the expectant look on her face. However, I have not forgotten the promise I made to Mayuri. Please be patient and listen to me. Everyone. I came here from another word line. So you're saying you came to this word line at the cost of Miss Mayuri disappearing? I can't even bring myself to laugh at that. I have a rough idea of the situation. Okabe, thing is, this word line are very different from what you experienced previous. Those entropics, the computer wires that you said invaded the oasis, nothing like that happened in this word line. We have not had contact with the entropics at all. What? The entropics did not invade the oasis? I look outside. The mood in the oasis is relaxed as peaceful. There is no sign that it has ever experienced battle. Man, but I still have the picture of Rico. Oh, this is definitely not like only for this event. To date, this is the only peaceful word line I have been to. Yes, after we crossed over, Chorizo was brought to the lab and met up with you. She explained your situation to us. After that, we found Hashida, Luca, and Faris. Currently, Hashida and Antonida have fixed future gadgets number 099. You can return to Akihabara at any time. What about Mayuri? I can feel my voice is trembling. We haven't found Mayuri yet. That's why we were waiting in the lab. We tried calling Mayuri, but she keeps to have turned off her telephone, and she isn't responding the mails. Have you tried pinpointing Mayuri's position? Her slowly shakes her head. I have tried anything I could, but we haven't been able to find any traces of Miss Mayuri. While I was prepared to hear that, hearing those words still makes my heart sink. Just like what I feared, Mayuri's whereabouts in this world line are simply a mystery. Feels like I'm back to the beginning, unable to do anything but search aimlessly. However, I still have to do it. This is a promise I make to Mayuri. Don't make a face like this, assistant! Making the impossible possible is Hoyin Kiyama's stock and trade. Okabe? Let's go, assistant. Didn't you say we were going to find Daru and the others? Then, let's not waste time lollygaggling around here. I'm heading off now. Don't get left behind. Honestly, what was all that about not getting left behind? Can't even keep up with me. Shut up, assistant. I was just giving you a chance. And besides, you stopped too, aren't you? I'm just matching your pace. Both Chris and I, panting heavily while leaning against a wall. Why are we doing this? Competitiveness, of course. I probably won't be doing something like working with all my mind to outpace the competitor again anytime soon. When the maid cafe's air conditioner is a lifesaver. Oh yes, make sure you thanks Mr. Willis, who invented the RC. Welcome back, Nya, master. Welcome back, master Nya. Huh? I know Mayuri isn't here, but part of me was still looking forward to her showing up. Pare-san, do you have any new news about Mayuri? Unfortunately not, Nya. Daru Nya is working hard to find Mayuri's signal, while Luka Nya, Erika Nya and the others have done looking for her too, Nya. Don't worry, they will contact us right away if they find anything, Nya. I see, then Before I can finish, the cat-eared girl pinches my cheek with both her hands and brings her face up to mine. What are you doing? Ferris, what is it? This look doesn't suit Kiyoma Nya at all. Don't worry, Nya. Maishi is a special being who has chosen by Ferris Nya. We will find her for sure, Kiyoma. Andi Nya, can you show Kiyoma Nya a proper smile? Is it like this? Yeah? So cute. The girl tries her best to turn up the corners of her mouth with her index finger. Yep, full marks, yeah? I can't believe even you were so easily baited, cat girl. Nya? All that was just to act to throw off the organization and get them to lower their guards. The real Harry Kiyoma would never give up because of something like that. Nya, even Ferris was taken in. Kiyoma, this isn't an act, it's an illusion, Nya. In that case, Ferris will have to fight it with a sealed forbidden spell. Correct? As she says it, the door to the maid cafe opens and Ferris smoothly switches back to her original maid mode to greet the newcomers. Welcome back, Nya Master. Oh, Rico. That's kinda... Wait a minute. Since when did this place become a catgirl cafe? I know her. Rico? Yes, it's Rico. Who might you be, Nichan? Are you the new customer for Rico? What the hell are you doing here? Ferris, get behind me right now. She's very dangerous. Assistant, hurry and call my comrade for help. Do it now. No? What's going on? Nya? Kiyoma, are you going back to that thing from before? You are scaring the customers. Wakabe, cool it. This is not the word line from before. Huh? It is only then I realize that there are no sign of interpretation on Rico. Right now, she's still the trader that was described to me. And I am so much skeptical about all of this about Rico. This foreshadowing is just so cruel. I can't. Oh my god. After ensuring that she's not a threat, the opens in my hand disappear once again. I'm sorry. You scared the heck out of me, Nichan. Normally, Rico would be demanding emotional damage from you. Seriously, what has been going on recently? Did Rico anger the gods or something? First the Sanctifier import my shipment, then this Nichan is just mid freak out and almost blows me up because she thought I was a bad guy. Your shipment was impounded, yeah? Yes, the Sanctifiers took pretty much all my stocks. Rico had to go reorder everything, and Xenia made sure to squeeze a huge chunk of late fees out of me. Well, nobody being coming in because May Queen plus Nya Square run out of supplies. Considering how empty the place is, it's no wonder Xenia's go so mad. It's all because of those stupid Sanctifiers. Good things Rico's K1 made it through, or else that would have been terrible. Rico points to her K1 outside the store. The bag is crammed full of stuff to the point where the lid of the bag can't even latch properly. It's hard to imitate how Rico's can balance like this over a long track. Is the K1 you drive? Rico, you're amazing, yeah? It's all the basic requirement for us traders. Rico is not tooting Rico's own horn here. I can still balance this baby even with 2 more freighters in the back. Naturally, that's while keeping all the cargo safe and sound so. Oh, yeah. Could you help me bring it around back? Rico is going to sell off Rico's stock before coming back to get it. Okay, Nya. Wait, we need to investigate your stock. If the Sanctifier are skeptical, what about, there's something sus here. Pardon me, but may I know what those Sanctifiers are? My apologies. I haven't introduced myself yet. My name is... I know you. Miss Kurisumaki, sir, Miss Faris, and Mr. Rintaro Kabe, is that right? How did you know that? Don't underestimate what an intelligence broker can do. I will tell you about the Sanctifiers as a greeting gift then. Simply put, the Sanctifiers oppose the Entropics. They cleanses viral programs that pose a threat to the order of the sector in Magracy, and irregular agents whose neural clouds show abnormalities. I mean, I'm grateful for their help, but they can be really unreasonable at times. Just like now, they impounded my cargo because they said it was a threat. I can't believe what a huge loss I made. See, so in this word line, you were not enterprised because you didn't make contact with the seat of interposition in your cargo. What a seat of interposition? Rico would never carry anything like that dangerous. No, I'm not saying you did in this word line. I mean, maybe your chicks in another world line were not as careful. Eh? Another world line? Rico has no idea what you're talking about, Nichan. Still, it's all over now, right? Rico is so hungry after riding for so long. Say, Miss Faris, could you heat this up for me? This stuff inside should be pretty good, right? Don't heat up the bananas though. Alright, nya. Service with a smile, nya. Nya nya? Why does this fried chicken look so familiar? Kabe, isn't that juicy chicken number 1? Hey, Rico, where did you get this from? Did you come into contact with Mayuri? Answer me. Whoa, quick grabbing Rico's shoulder at hand. So hard. Suddenly, I felt someone hand around my waist. Rico is a customer and a good friend of ours. Please, not be rough with Henya. Sorry. I let go and calm myself down. Rico, nya? Are you alright, nya? I'm fine. Thanks, Andile. I will give you a 2% discount next time, nya? 2% how generous. It's alright. Also, please don't imitate me, nya? But seriously, you get excited so easily, Nichan. You didn't even give Rico a chance to explain. Rico did not come all this way just to eat some piping hot fried chicken. Rico is here because Rico has information to share. I see it was my fault for losing control. I'm sorry. I will forgive you, but you need to show your sincerity in a more concrete way than just apologizing. In exchange for my info, why don't you tell me about yourself, Mr. Rintaro Okabe? But how do you even know our name? I see. You tell very interesting stories, Nichan. Just a question. Can Rico sell this as a light novel? We'll split the profits, 30 and 70. Let me talk about this later. Where did you find Mayuri? I mean, this bag of chicken. Hey, no problem. Seeing as you taught me so much, Rico will tell you all about it. Rico's tone suddenly turned serious. It happened yesterday, when Rico was stopped by the centifiers. Rico barely managed to talk them into letting Rico keep her K1, but just as Rico was about to go, Rico's eyes drew to the bag. It looked like it has been dumped on the ground. Rico's trader instinct said it was very valuable, so Rico grabbed it when the centifiers were not looking all sneaky-like. And as it turned out, Rico was right. Other than the fried chicken and the bananas that Rico handled to Miss Ferris just now, there was a broken gadget not far from the bag. Mr. Okabe, do you recognize this? There's no way I cannot recognize what she takes out next. Is that Mayuri's phone? Why is it broken in two? Sadly, Rico doesn't know. It was already like this when Rico found it. Rico wanted to stick around and see if there anything else around, but the centifiers had their eyes on Rico, so Rico didn't dare to do much else. All Rico could do was sneak out with this bag. And that's all Rico knows about. See. Thank you for telling me about this. The only thing Rico has shown has told me about what things left behind by Mayuri. and not Mayuri herself. Riko's shipment. Juicy chicken number 1. The broken phone. I keep trying to fit those 3 pieces of information together in my head. But then I back away from it for fear of what kind of conclusion I might reach. Hey, this is no time for be spacing out. Okabe, let's go. Go? Where are we going? To find Hashida and Ana-san. Maybe we can find some clues by checking her last messages and where she sent it from. We need to do it fixed as fast as possible. That's right. Riko-san, can you give me this phone to us? Sure, but in exchange, could you tell me the recipe of this fried chicken after everything's done? You call it juicy chicken number 1, right? Riko has the feeling that this is going to be the Oasis big gold mine next. No problem, but we need to find Mayuri first. Hehe, deal. Riko likes customers who knows how the game is played. Hehe, a bonus for you. Riko sent the coordinates of Riko's shipment to your phone, Okabe. Riko? Alright, get going already? It's fried chicken time. It's good to have talking with you. As a sign of trust, I will call you Foxgirl from now on. See you later. Forget it. Chicken time. Juicy chicken number 1. Oh, isn't that Mayu chiffon? I will tell you about it later. Daru, can you fix it and recover the data on it? It doesn't seem too likely. I don't have the right parts. As a super hacker, is it possible that you cannot fix such a tiny issue? A super hacker can't fix everything. Maybe if we were in Akiba, I could still buy some parts and try to fix it. If only there was a store selling components here. Damn it, is there no other way? Actually, there is. Ana-san? That's right, Miss Kurisu. It's your caring network security assistant, Ana? The professor told me about it. Don't worry about the hardware side of things. Remember the anti-computer? We can 3D print any electronic components to suit your needs, no matter how rare it is. It's only taking a bit of time. Still, considering how badly it's been damaged, I can't guarantee you that we can read the info on it even if we do fix it. In any case, I will give it a try. Then, let me try using the components printed by Anatan and see if that fixes it. We will leave the phone repair to you then. Contact us as fast as possible once it's done. Contact us? Oh, wait, Okabe. Where are you going? I want to check out the place where Riko found the fried chicken with my comrade. There might be a clue to Mayuri's whereabouts there. Hurry and call my comrades for help, assistant. Do it now. Got it. Be careful, Okabe. And yeah, that's it for part 7. Wow. So I look at this. Man, there's a lot happening here. I'm pleasantly surprised about it. And it's going on and on. But at least we did save Kurisu, I hope. And if we will say Mayuri, that we will hopefully find in the next part. So I thank you for watching and listening. I wish you a good day, night, afternoon. And yeah, see you in the next part. Have a good one.